White. I am a 4th grader at Carson Montesorri public charter school.
My name is Sabrina Voigtlander, and I am a 6th grader at Carson Montesorri.
My name is Tez Allen, and I am a 4th grader at Carson Montesorri.
We just wanted to let you hear from some typical school students that AB 285 will impact. We are very lucky at Carson Montesorri because our school's focus is not only on what we can do to raise test scores, but on what we can do for kids. At our school, we know how important it is to run with the wind. I came home the other day and told my mom I had the best day ever, just playing chase. Adults call their activity training, while kids call their activity play. Physical activity needs to be a part of your everyday life, and it needs to be a way of life. It is obvious we know that activity prevents diabetes, which my family has a history of. It also helps high cholesterol and strengthens your heart. Obesity and overweight have doubled in the last 30 years. A nationwide pediatric study have found that 30% of schools had little to no daily recess. 40% have cut back on at least one recess, and I know that several elementary schools that have. We need to have fun. We need to play, even if it's just frisbee with your dog. And teachers and schools need to be given permission to have time to let us play. At Carson Montesorri School, we've added 15 minutes to our lunch break. We get to run with the wind or relax in our Zen garden. It's actually a sandbox, but we call it a Zen garden so it is hip for 6th graders to, dig for treasures.
Today's students live in a digital world. It's a world of PSPs, Xboxes, DSs, PlayStation, Game Boys, and TVs.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Can you give your name again for the record?
My name is Tez Allen, and I am a 4th grader at Carson Montesorri School. We Twitter, we tweet, we chat on our cell phones, and we do it all while we're listening to our iPods. What's wrong with this? No activity. Many times there's not any activity besides some thumb movement required. Scientific studies have proven that 30 minutes of moderate free play is needed. In many elementary schools, students have PE only one time per week. With budget cuts coming, that time may be reduced even more. Activity enhances social development and, like Sara stated, has health benefits. We can see that accountability and childhood obesity are in direct conflict, but we think they need to work together. We know that testing and accountability started in the state of Texas. We also know that in June of 2007, Texas signed into law a bill requiring 30 minutes of moderate physical activity for all elementary and middle school students. We feel Nevada needs to step forward, give us the time in our school, in our day, and free teachers to be able to institute activity breaks.
My name is Sabrina Voigtlander, and I want to speak for just a minute about learning and its connection to activity. The brain needs activity to keep it firing.
About an hour almost.
Okay. You have all been sitting now for about an hour. You should never sit inactive for more than 15 minutes.
Recess.
We need a brain gym right now. I want all of you to make a figure 8 in front of you. This is an exercise that is firing both sides of the brain. It is also used to help students learn to read. Kids who are physically fit sleep better, and researchers are linking passing physical fitness tests to high academic scores. There are 3 elements of fitness. You can see them anytime you watch us on the playground. First is endurance, which is as simple as playing chase. Next is strength. The climbing wall and monkey bars are a great one for that. Finally, there's flexibility, and that can be done by tying your shoes. We are validating for you the benefits of activity and asking that you please give our teachers permission to let the kids play. It is good for them. Remember, recess is free. We support AB 285.
Thank you all very much. Questions for any of the students? And I agree, we do really need some physical activity. We have to leave here and go back into floor session for another hour or so. So we're jealous that you get to get up and move around. Thank you so much, and I'm so glad you were all able to come to the meeting today. We're